Hello, YouTube viewer. This is your chosen, or you are chosen. So, hey guys, you are chosen. I thank you guys for your contribution, no matter how big or how small. I appreciate the love, I appreciate the comments, I appreciate a subscriber. Thank you so very much. So, I wanted to get on here and talk about what's God's plan for you, what's God's plan for me. So, have you ever noticed how sometimes life doesn't go the way you planned? You have everything mapped out, right? The relationship, the job, and then out of nowhere, things seem to fall apart. You start to wonder why God let this happen. But what I've learned is this. Just because it didn't go according to your plan does not mean it didn't go according to God's plan, right? See, God's plan doesn't always make sense in the moment. It's not always comfortable, and it's not always clear, but it's always perfect. Sometimes God will close a door, not because he's punishing you, but because he's protecting you. He knows what's ahead, and he knows what you can't see. You might be crying over what you lost, but God is already preparing you for what you've gained, or what you're about to gain. That pain, that delay, that heartbreak, it wasn't meant to destroy you. It was meant to shape you. We all pray for blessings, but sometimes the blessing isn't the new car, the new love, or the new job. Sometimes the blessing is just peace. Sometimes it's the strength that came from surviving something that should have broken you. Sometimes it's the lesson you only learned after the storm. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are right where you need to be. Even if you don't understand it now, one day you'll look back and say, that's why it happened. Because God's plan was greater than yours all along. So if you're listening to this right now and you feel lost, if you're tired or you're questioning why life is so hard, please hold on. Keep your faith steady. God's silence doesn't mean he's absent. He's working behind the scenes, aligning everything for your good. It might take time, but it will all come together. Not when you want it to, but when it's meant to. Because that's meant for you. What's meant for you, will never miss you. And what misses you was never meant for you. That's God's plan. Okay? See, God's plan isn't always what we want, but it's always what we need. He hears conversations you didn't hear. He sees moves you don't see. He knows who's real and who's only around for the benefits. And sometimes his protection looks like a rejection. And I was talking about that in my video before, my other video before this one. That relationship that didn't work out, that job that you didn't get, that season of loneliness that broke you down, it wasn't random. It was refinement. God was preparing you for something bigger, something that required a stronger, wiser version of you. Every setback, every heartbreak, every disappointment was part of a greater setup. Sometimes he'll isolate you so he can elevate you. Because not everyone could go where God is taking you. And I talked about that too in my other video. You can't take old habits into a new season. You can't carry dead weight into a divine purpose. And when you finally realize that everything, the pain, the loss, the confusion, was molding you, training you to humble you, you start to understand what God's plan really is. It means that nothing is wasted. God doesn't waste a hurt. Every tear, every water the seed, every delay was divine timing. Every no was making space for the right yes. See, faith isn't about understanding everything. It's about trusting God when you don't. It's saying, Lord, I don't see it right now, but I trust you anyway. Because even when you can't trace his hand, you can still trust his heart. God's plan is mysterious, but it's never mistaken. It's quiet, but it's powerful. It's slow, but it's sure. So don't rush your process. Don't compare your timing to anyone else's. What's yours is already marked in heaven, and when it's your time, nothing and no one can stop it. Hold to your faith, keep your spirit clean, keep your heart open. Because one day you're going to look back and say, now I get it. The pain had purpose. The delay was direction. That loss led me to my destiny. That's God's plan. Not to break you, but to build you. Not to harm you, but to heal you. Not to take from you, but to teach you. You might not understand it right now, but trust me, when the pieces finally come together, you'll thank him for every closed door, every heartbreak, every lonely night, and every lesson that led you exactly where you were meant to be, because it was never falling apart. It was all of God's plan. So I just felt compelled to kind of share my theory of what God's plan might be for us, might be for me, might be for anybody that is in confusion or might be at a stage of limbo. But every pause, like I said in my last video, every pause, every period isn't it's just, it's almost like, how do I describe it? It's a settling moment, maybe for you to figure out things in your life and gain some clarity. That's the peaceful part, you know. So there's greatness in any delays and any commas. You know, it's never a fail. You always win. As long as you have God in your heart and you have your faith, you're always a winner. Okay? So, I don't know who this was for. Maybe it was for me, you know. For me to go back and listen and uh take the same advice, because I don't know everything, you know. I'm human like everyone else. And that's my time. I greatly appreciate the listener. I greatly appreciate the commenters. I greatly appreciate the subscriber. You are chosen. You are beautiful. You are loved. And you are here. And this video was meant for you to see it. Please like, because that meant you were meant to hear this in particular. So thank you, viewer. Take care. Have a great day, night, evening, morning, wherever you are at. Bye-bye.